Yeah, I'll get this going here. Start streaming.
All right, sounds great.
Okay, here we are. This is Bronze Boot Camp. This is Saturday, October 18th, I think.
Yep.
Yep. Um, I said this is Bronze Boot Camp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. So we're
Oh
here.
boy.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna good start to the morning. So we're here to
Uh,
bring you some games, comment on them, tell you how to improve your play. Uh, Although it's sort of we've integrated a lot of silver people because we've been having our people rank up, which is cool. But yeah, if you got bronze friends that are looking to play, tell them about us. We'd love to get some more people up past bronze and into silver.
yeah, definitely. It's slowly turning into silver boot camp because we have a bunch of returners who are
Yeah.
happy about the results
Yeah.
and want to keep playing. But we're focusing on bronze, so there is also a battle arena, which
Mm-hmm.
is also part of the Trinity Force podcast. Great transition. Battle arena is for bronze to gold players. It's the same idea, so definitely check that out. And other things the Trinity Force podcast puts out, the Trinity Force proper podcast, which is the main thing they do. It's a few guys and a lady talking about the game, the patch notes, what's strong right now, different answering your questions. It's a really great learning tool. And then there is the LCS Rundown, which talks about the professional scene, and the Oz LOL podcast, which talks about the Oceania scene. So definitely check them out. And they even have something called Journey to 30 for anyone who's looking to learn the basics of the game, acronyms, how to farm properly, how to trade properly, how the differences between the lanes, such things as this. So definitely check out any of those things if you're looking to learn.
Yep. Plenty of stuff out there. So that was a pretty quick ban phase.
That was. They know what they didn't want to play against.
Yeah, the Master Yi, Ryzen, Morgana, Fizz, Tristana, and Yasuo.
Yep, I'm okay with all of those. Yasuo, I don't think is that. People still ban him because they think of him as OP, but I think he has the lowest win rate, or close to it in ranks. Like his win rate is
Yeah.
really low right now.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of the highest echelon, I don't think he really needs to be banned.
Yeah,
But
like it's more like a Lee Sin. Like his Lee Sin's win rate's at like 45% or something like that. It's not very. It's not any better.
right, just ban him so your team doesn't play him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll
So
see.
yeah, Frowon going for Scion out of the jungle. That
Yeah,
seems to be the role he's settled into.
I like I like Zion. He's fun to play. I'm not convinced he's like the best champion ever, but
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy playing him.
He's definitely got a great kit, especially for the lower elos. I think with just like tons of innate CC
Hmm.
and well tankiness. That helps a lot.
Yeah, a really tanky team coming out of blue side if they lock both Mundo and Alistar in.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge team. Um,
Good to see a Jace though.
yeah, I'd much rather see Jace than Mundo against a Warwick. You don't want to have three
Well,
tanky damage over time people.
yeah. Chances are that's going to be Jace mid.
Yeah, and that's fine. But just like with a Soraka and a Warwick, you don't want to have tank just tanks, like three tanks. You need to have more damage to burst down Warwick and other
Mm-hmm.
people. Otherwise, they're just going to heal up.
Yeah, getting the Alistar is a good way to sort of deny the lockup ulti from Warwick
Yeah,
if he's on his game,
definitely. You have two ways of getting Warwick off of your
Yep.
carry. So
Hmm.
the Soraka is actually a really interesting pick now. She's actually really, really, really strong. I don't see her play it often. Her healing ability, if you get ahead, it's just you abuse it so hard.
Hmm.
It heals for so much, and like it seems like the correct thing. A lot of people, I hear a lot of people saying the correct thing to do against her is, she doesn't necessarily have to be the number one priority target, but she moves up a lot in priority because of her healing
Hmm.
powers.
Yeah.
Definitely more than she was before, because she can heal so frequently. It hurts herself though.
Hmm.
So
So I mean, you got two options to deal with that sort of lane as Soraka. You either pick an all-in lane and focus on Soraka, or you pick a more like poke-centered lane and try to make Soraka burn through her heals.
yeah, because her heal not only does it costs mana, I'm pretty sure, but it costs 10% of her health.
Yeah, like the mana is not the big deal there.
Yeah, it costs 10% of her max health.
Uh huh.
So really something she can't sustain for too long.
Yep. So looks like it's going to be an Alistair and Caitlyn lane against them. Uh, I'm trying to think who an AD carry would be to best fit Soraka against this lane.
Mm,
I think you might as well just go with someone like yeah, Jinx.
yeah, Jinx is okay.
I'm just thinking someone more like late game
Yeah,
centered.
I would like to see. I would have liked to have seen Ash as a big Ash fan,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah. Well, Jinx is pretty late game.
Yeah, or not a Kog'Maw.
No,
Looking at the team like, no, Kog'Maw wouldn't be a bad idea.
wouldn't be my number one decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would like Jinx is okay. She scales really hard late,
Yeah.
but I love Ash, and Ash does pretty well against Caitlyn. Jinx doesn't do bad against Caitlyn either, but
No, I mean you still have, and you got to expend a lot of mana, but you at least have a chance to clear the wave.
yeah.
So mid lane, Jace versus Ziggs. I haven't gotten into playing Jace mid. I used to play him more when he was still top lane, so I don't really know the matchup all that well.
They're both. It's going to be a farm lane, I'm pretty sure,
Mm.
because they both sit back and poke, and Jace isn't going to have an easy time getting in on Ziggs.
Well, I mean, I think if Jace waits until the satchel charge comes out, I would totally go all in on the Ziggs,
Yeah, if he can bait that out, but Ziggs should
especially before
be able
level
to punish
6.
him. Right, definitely. Jace would have the advantage here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Priest six as a
It's going to be a pretty explosive lane.
yes. Yes. Yeah, so Jace is like very strong early because he has so many abilities. Starting with since he starts with his ult, and it gives him extra abilities, and then. But if Jace goes in on Ziggs, Ziggs has his like I forget what they're called, but the little bombs, the minefield,
Yeah.
and he has a satchel charge. So if Jace does come in, he should be able to punish him really hard.
Mm-hmm.
But if Jace is able to pull his satchel, especially his satchel and his minefield, without taking too much damage, then yeah, Jace could kill. Jace could, if not kill him, do a ton of damage, send him back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
But
like with Jace coming into the mid lane here, all you need is a good like QE combo, and then you can go in after that, and you should be able to pick up a kill. It's just you need to land that poke before ahead of time.
yeah, both poke heavy mids. Um, They really have a poke. They have a strange comp kind of with Jace and Caitlyn both being poking champions. Then they have Singed and Scion and Alistar. It's like
Mm-hmm.
normally with a poke you need one person who can engage or disengage really well.
Yeah, they got plenty of that.
Yeah, they have. They should. It would be better if they had traded like a Singed for a Nidalee or something
Mm-hmm.
uh, for the for having more poke, and then Alistar. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, and Alistair, I think here has
He
to
can
go
engage, but
Ancient Coin.
yes,
It just fits his team so well.
and Scion can engage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at a lot of the Scion ults.
Yeah, Scion ults are fun. Super fun.
Not always effective, but
Scion ults. No, they're not. But that's what the thing. Either they're like, it's gonna be fun either way. He's
Yeah.
gonna completely miss, or he's gonna like hopefully make something awesome happen.
Mhm.
So it's Scion ults are almost always entertaining.
yeah. You want to turn down your mic a little bit?
Yeah, I can do that. Let's see.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yep, that's good.
All right.
All right, let's see what we got here. Barbarian, Scion, Debonair, Jace, Matador, Alistair, Sheriff, Caitlyn, and god damn it, Singed.
4-2.
You making a Team 4 skin here.
Alas, I forget about that every time somehow.
No.
Yeah, that's a. I like the skins though.
Yeah. I haven't seen many like the new Scion skins since the rework.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of. They're more similar to his old skins.
Mm-hmm.
His standard skin was to his old skin, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I really like the Hyena Warwick too.
Yeah, it's got a really different like walking animation. Or is that Feral Warwick I'm thinking of?
Yes. Fun fact about hyenas: females have male genitals.
What?
Yep. You heard it here first.
Well, by definition, wouldn't that not make them
No, they have both.
fe- so? But they're not. Whatever. I'm not
They
going to
have-
question you on this.
I did a project on it when I was in Africa. I was studying art.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I learned hyenas are the weirdest
Yeah.
creatures ever.
that's what I'd call that. Pretty cool.
Yep.
All right. Make sure you get people reordered here.
Oh yes. We need to start making that a competition. Whoever says it first, once the game has started, wins.
Well, I mean, you forget half the time, so
Yeah,
I mean, what
exactly. That's
competition is that?
That's why I want it, because then you'll remind me.
Yeah.
I forget like more than half the time. Anyways, Singed and Scion just walking past each other. Tank life.
Yeah, I'm curious. I recently bought Max Health quintessences, and I want to try it out on like Scion in the jungle.
Like percentage.
Yeah, so like you get
Yeah.
3 of those, and you get plus 4.5% max health.
I run that on Volibear.
Oh yeah, just get stupid tanky.
Yeah, you get 6,000 health.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get that with the Spirit of the Ancient Golem. It's
Mhm.
amazing. Warmog's, Randuin's.
What the hell?
Spirit Visage. What's up?
Where's Singed going?
I don't know. He's been like doing random stuff in the jungle for a long time. He wants to. Oh my goodness, he's
He's
trying to
gonna-
proxy farm level 1.
What the hell?
I would
It's-
not suggest proxy farming level 1.
Yeah, no, you can't. This doesn't work out.
Mundo could kill you right now. Like, you didn't take so much damage. This is really interesting, though. Mundo should be going back there and killing Singed.
Yeah.
Or at least putting more damage onto him.
And if I were Singed, I'd just execute myself now, then go back to lane. He's still there. Why? I just think they're like totally surprised. They don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. If you're Mundo here, you want to hit each of the ranged minions once before the tower hits them, and then you shouldn't be missing any CS on this. Well, if you play it properly, you won't miss any CS. Let the tower hit the big minions twice, and then you hit them once, and then let the
Okay, here we go.
hit the back minions once, so the tower hit them, and then you hit them again. Yeah, it's, Dr. Mundo should be down here helping.
Yeah.
Killing. There it is. Oh, don't ghost. You're gone.
First blood.
Yeah. Proxy Singe isn't bad, but you don't start it that early.
No. You try to push up to their tower, and then at that point, they can't do anything. I mean, it's a good strat like against Mundo because he can't push at all.
Yeah, and he doesn't really... he's not like a Nasus who's going to benefit hugely from it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess even Nasus would have a hard time early.
Yeah.
Until he got his cooldown reduction.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling we're going to see the Singe die a lot.
Yep.
As part of the proxy Singed.
That's just life.
In death. Alright, so we didn't really talk about it, but Jace started with a longsword. Rather than nice move in by Alistar. Great W into the Q. That's excellent. So well played there by Alistar.
Yep.
If you can do the combo, that's really good. But that's what he just did is better than the combo. He W's her into the wall, and then waits for the stun from this W to wear off, and then Qs her. So she's stunned for even longer than if he did a combo. That's a really great play. I got excited about that. Forgot what I was saying.
No, that was a good play, definitely. Jace in mid, grabbing the longsword first.
Oh yeah, I think it's typical to start with the Dorans for health and sustain. I mean, you get some more sustain with the longsword, but you get the health with Dorans.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Like sometimes I still even see like the fairy charm start, just to get into your tier earlier.
Right.
But yeah, the longsword. I mean, especially now since Mirror Mana doesn't build out of longsword, you don't see that too much anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
But I mean, he could be building that into like a Vamp Scepter to go into Essence Reaver or something.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. But he comes back with a tier.
Yeah, you got to get that tier first.
That's
no
good,
matter what.
yeah.
Because Ziggs, most likely in this scenario, will probably be getting a tier as well. As a more like just standard start. If he wants to go full aggression, no. But it definitely makes his time in lane a lot easier with a tier.
Yeah. And I would also like to point out the support's making really good itemization choices, like Soraka choosing to go into her gold per 5 because she's being pushed in a lot, and so she doesn't need the wards. And Alistar grabbing Sightstone because they're pushed up so often. Jinx, throw your snap traps a little bit further towards your tower because they didn't have to walk on that. They could have avoided it since you threw it behind them.
I'll be interested to see if Alistar end up selling his shield to go to the coin.
He's not using the stacks very much.
No. Yeah.
And again, that's Alistar's Sightstone coming into play. That was a good choice there.
Yep. You know, Warwick's not really doing anything wrong by just being in the lane right now. It's good that he's just trying to offer some presence to the lane to help push them back.
You don't have to get a flash or a
Mm-hmm.
kill for it to be a successful
Okay,
game.
Cyan does get the slowdown, and then the knockup. All right.
That was really good. They saw Ziggs.
Oh, yeah. Ziggs got the exhaust down on the moon, not Cyan. So.
Ziggs was out of mana, so they could really take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yeah.
good.
And he still had his flash down from earlier, so. And here we are, Singed back to proxy farming.
I like it. Okay, at this point, I think Warwick's trend is here too much.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking experience from his team, and
Yeah,
the
and
presence.
his buffs are back up at this point. Just
Yeah.
cycled again. So you should go back around, get his buffs, hit level 6, and try to get into a lane as soon as possible, preferably not top.
Yeah. Mundo, don't chase him. Go farm.
Yeah, I mean, like, Mundo's not missing out on a whole lot by just staying in lane and farming.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't need kills as Mundo to succeed well in the late game.
Yeah. And then you end up having to blow your flash. Oh. There it is. Mundo goes where he pleases. Oh. But not unpunished. So Ziggs grabs a blasting wand first. I would have liked to have seen the since he's up against an AD, him building a Zonia's or a Seeker's Arm Guard early. I wonder what he's planning on going with the blasting wand.
Oh, shoot. Alistair, you needed to wait like half a second more to try to get her back instead of to the side. But that's the risk you take when you do flash Q.
Yep. I love doing those plays though. Let's see. Alright, so Warwick's buffs have been up for some time now. It's 9.5 minutes. I guess he did get his red a little later
Yeah.
in the beginning, but you can't. You need to prioritize your buffs because they could get stolen. Blue has a lot of vision over there too. And here comes the Warwick.
Oh, nice, Alistair. Able to shut it down.
And Sid's trying to turn this around from the back, but we'll see how this goes. Caitlyn putting down some decent damage. Sin's just taking a lot. Nice flip on the Jinx.
Yeah, they'll be able to get this kill, I think.
Very unfocused here. You guys need to ping out targets. I don't see pings going down onto the different targets.
And there's the first Scion ult. Into the wall.
Alas.
I mean,
Sion, remember you can use the minions? So you can you could have stepped sideways and done your shout and launched a minion at him.
oh my god.
He's too fast. Okay, now he's asking for it.
Yeah. Just
Leaving the tower was asking for it there. But
Caitlyn still had her ult through the whole time there.
I think she was manaless. But I'm not 100% sure, but I think she was. I can go back and check real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she was out of mana. Yeah, so there, the thing is, ping the target you want to focus so that you guys can all hit the same person. Because you got like all three of them.
Yeah, it could have been a lot more
separately.
coordinated.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let's
just
see, farm.
communication. It's very important.
Yep.
Even in your solo queue games.
Yeah, that time in bottom, like, definitely hurt Warwick, because he's almost like, he's 20 CS behind Scion now.
Yeah.
Which definitely hurts, especially when you're going the Pharaoh Flare route.
Yes. That's a good point. Again, communication, communication, communication. Like, I don't. Oh wow. I don't think Ziggs saw Warwick there. Which Ziggs should be watching the minimap, but go ahead and ping that out, Warwick. Ping that you're coming. Ping onto Jay, so you're gonna go on to him. And also, then Ziggs can say, "No, I'm low on mana. Come back later or something."
Yeah. Sin's already farming 2 waves here.
Yeah. And also, Jace had a ward, and he didn't back off. Both teams need to be watching the mini map a little bit more if you can. Yeah, Singe is hitting 100 minions at 13 minutes. It's pretty good. He went back, right? He didn't die.
Yeah, he went back.
Has been destroyed.
It's giving his team a lot of pushing presence. That's what Singe does. So how do you respond to this as a purple team?
Honestly, the best way is just to kind of ignore him. You use the fact that he's going to be completely useless, and you push other objectives around the map.
Okay. So like you could.
I know, like you want to stop the Singe, but it's just overall it hurts your team more when you're focusing so many resources on him.
Yeah.
Like if you do that, Singe is winning.
And he's taking farm from his other laners. Like, he gives them the pushing power, though. But I guess you should be able to 5 versus 4, right?
Yeah.
With Singe doing that.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of good AoE to help out. Sion coming in. Into the wall!
Into the wall.
That's 1 for 3.
1 for 3.
Oh shit.
Blue team's pretty low here, and Caitlyn's got no mana. They probably need to be
Yeah, they
backing
need to
off.
back off.
Yeah. There you go. I'm starting to see some pings. That's good. Ping it out. So right now, going back to buy, Jace has 1,000 gold, and Simon has 1,500, and Caitlyn has 2,000. Well, Caitlyn's not going back to buy, but she's 2,000 gold right now.
Yeah.
That's her IE. So
Yeah, Jace is really falling behind on his mana stacking here. Like, you should be able to get it sub 20 minutes.
yeah.
You know, if you're really trying, I guess. But I mean, if you're getting it by 30 minutes, it's almost making the tier not worth it.
And so, is like a really good time, or is that a normal time?
That's a good time. Like 20 to 22 minutes. That's a good time. That's like when you're completely spamming your skills most of the time.
Okay.
But like average time is around 25 minutes.
Okay. So we'll see if he's able to do that.
Well, he's only at like 300 mana.
So if we look at the lanes right now, purple or blue side, not only are they up 6 kills, they are up substantially in CS. So purple side needs to keep that into account. Like, okay, we're all behind.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So don't try and make these huge plays. But when they do see Singe proxying, maybe they can group and make something happen.
Yeah, just standing around here is not helping them. They need to make plays. So right now they have 2 in mid. They should be trying to focus onto them. Oh, Singe is coming through though now. They can still keep pushing. There we go. Oh, nice, Warwick. Alistair.
Yeah, Alistair
Stop,
did a good
Warwick.
job of stopping him. And Caitlyn barely makes it away. Wow. With Alistar being the only one there, I think they could have killed him. If Soraka just healed Warwick, and Warwick would be able to heal up on Alistar after he did his W. But maybe Jace could have helped out and killed him. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Since it's Jace mid and you're getting blue buff, there's no reason why you shouldn't be spamming your skills as much as you can to get that tier charged.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point. He's got his mirror mana now, but yeah, you should be using skills as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you got such an advantage as mid lane Jace. You have the shortest lane to go back as much as you need to get, refill on mana, and you have a blue buff. I mean, yeah.
So as Ziggs, you don't want to go for your Void Staff first because they don't have very much magic resistance built up this early in the game, and the Void Staff is very efficient item late because it gets through their magic resistance. But this early in the game, they don't have the magic resistance. You want the raw AP items first. So go ahead and get yourself that Zhonya's early, or yeah, probably a Zhonya's, since you're against the AD mid would be the best option. If you're against AP, you could do the Chalice into the Goblet or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the themes. I'm surprised to see like Singe not getting the distortion enchantment on his boots really early.
Yeah, with Flash and Telly. Sion tanking this turret really well. But if he leaves now, then it's going to go to someone else. That's fine. They're good.
Is it? Oh, yeah. They got it.
Yeah. Alright, so that was a good move by them. This team is really working out for them. They won their lanes. They have, you know, Sion or Singe doing his thing, and then Caitlyn's should be winning her lane, and she is.
Yeah, it's a bad day when Caitlyn loses her lane, because
Yeah.
that's just that is your strongest point at the whole game.
Yeah, you're good at laning and killing turrets from afar, sieging turrets. So, yeah, so they did a good job taking the early advantage and running with it. They're already up they're up 10,000 gold at 20 minutes. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like seeing the Black Cleaver on Jace.
Yeah, you normally would grab like the
You want to just get like pure AD if you're going that route. But like if you were to upgrade your Brutalizer, Yomu still would have been a better choice.
Yeah.
Just for that crit. Because once you get that and your W maxed all the way, you're doing like insane amount of damage on your auto attacks, especially if you get a crit.
Yeah. You do like the Brutalizer early on him is good, right? You play
Yeah.
Jace a lot.
Yeah, no, Jace with an early Brutalizer is good.
Okay, it's
But
just
then
the
getting
upgrading
like
this early.
yeah, you'd rather go for like a BF sword.
And then do you prefer oh, nice.
Like the Essence Reaver or Bloodthirster is totally dependent on the situation.
Okay.
When you're ahead, I think you're more like apt to do a sieging team. Yeah, Essence Reaver definitely beats the pants off of a Bloodthirster. But when you're more of an all-in sort of team and you're going to be using your hammer form more, definitely go for the Bloodthirster.
Okay. That makes sense.
Or like even an IE it's a pretty good choice for Jace as well.
With his high-speed
his-
auto attacks.
Yeah,
on
because
that.
once you max that out, you're getting each of those attacks is doing a base 130% more of your auto attacks. Factor that in with a crit that's doing 250%, and
Yeah.
along with 3 Mura mana procs, you can 100 to 0 a target with just that.
Yeah, that's pretty. Sounds like a good deal. And when you couple that with Yumu's, the crit on that, it gives you a higher chance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
blues do. Sorry, go ahead.
that's why I don't like Brutalizer. The fact that you have to get your stacks off, and like Last Whisper, evenly, if you wanted to go for straight armor pen, would have been better.
Than the Black Cleaver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blue's doing a really good job here of pushing their advantage, actually. I think they're going to end this game early, which is it's good.
Yep.
They're not lollygagging.
Okay, so it looks like Jace will be able to get his mirror mana by 25 minutes.
Yeah, that was close. He took a couple turret shots there.
Don't chase the Singed. Come on. League
Don't do it,
101,
Warwick.
don't chase the Singed.
The bait is too strong. Oh, there it is. He's just sitting there laughing too.
Yeah.
So troll.
Warmog's second item on Sign, is that sort of the normal thing to get now?
I would not get that. I think boots are more important.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have boots yet.
Yeah, I would go boots into against this team since they have like a lot. They have Warwick. Well, they kind of have mixed damage. I would just do a Randuin's for the slow because
Yeah.
with Singe you just want to keep, or with Scion you just want to keep them there, not let them get away. So a slow is really nice. An extra slow is really nice, and the armor and health. I get Warmogs like. If I get Warmogs, I get third or fourth.
Yeah. When did Jinx pick up the Bloodthirster?
I think that was just now.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been not having a fun time.
Yeah, like 30 seconds ago.
But yeah, getting that Bloodthirster is only going to put you farther behind at this point.
Yeah,
It's-
Bloodthirster is an item for people who are ahead, and it's even then it's rarely bought this early in the current meta.
Yeah, like,
IE
you're
is
missing out on your
superior.
crit, yeah, which you really need for Jinx.
Yeah. Yeah, that's even though he got on the Mundo and they all focus Mundo, that's okay. Like you feel for your carry and do that far ahead, it's gonna work out. Scion with the snipe. That does give Caitlyn her ult again. Yeah, and this should be inhibitor, no problem.
Yep.
It's singed. Whoa,
What?
that throw is weird.
Was that satchel charge, maybe? I don't know, that was weird. Yeah.
I don't think it was. I think it was just a glitch.
Yeah. If you want to be like playing Jace, if you really want to learn him, you need to start like putting your acceleration gate right next to you.
What does that do?
Well, it's better because you're immediately upping the missile speed right from the get-go, which makes it a lot harder for the enemy to predict where it's going.
That makes a lot of sense.
And it takes
Science-
it takes some time to learn how to like accurately put it out there, but it's definitely better.
Yeah. Scion started jungle, but his
the-
team wasn't on board. Or started Baron, and his team wasn't on board, so didn't really get anything done. Just lost all his health. Just communicate as a team. Let him know you're not going to do it, or... yeah. He needs to communicate that he's doing it, and his team needs to communicate that they're coming or that they're not going to do it.
Yeah. I wish they'd take the crit chance off of Atma's Impaler. Because, I mean, that'd be just a really good item for Scion. I mean, even right now, he's getting 51 extra attack damage from that.
Yeah, if they could give it, like, cooldown reduction or something.
Yeah.
That was pretty smooth kill.
Yeah. Going good. Like, even as bad as this game is going for the red team, I gotta commend them on their ward placements. They've been doing a really good job trying to keep those up.
Yeah. They just lost lane and Blue's been able to snowball it. I mean,
Yeah.
Blue's playing this game pretty well, and I think that is the game right there.
Yep.
Too many spam laughs from Singed.
It's too strong. Alright, there it is. 27 and a half minutes. Jace got his mirror mana.
Okay, so a bit late, but
Yeah. And it doesn't really matter in this game, yeah, but
yeah, but we still want to learn good habits. So if you're mid, you're getting that blue buff. Make sure you're spamming your tier stacks.
yep.
All right, good. Finished it by 28 minutes.
Okay, we'll be getting a second game going here pretty soon. Okay, let's see. I want to check out some stuff. Man, I just hate proxy singed. It's no fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're wondering how to like effectively stack tier on Jace, it's all about swapping your forms as much as possible. So you get off, like, you can even use your W and stuff in your hammer form just to swap there, swap back to your ranged form. If you start off with some cooldown reduction and you can just swap between those two, you should be able to get on your tier all the way charged sub 20 minutes. Do you want invites here?
I think you gave it to me.
Well, you don't have it anymore since you went to spectator.
No, I do.
Oh, you do? Oh, cool. They changed that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whoops, shit.
I forgot what. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no, the ult doesn't stack the tier, but just you have so many, like, the fact that you have your ult gives you, you know, those 6 skills that you are able to charge your tier with. And your W will cost you the least amount of mana to stack your tier. So switching in and out of your ranged and non-ranged forms in lane definitely helps. Yeah, you go in, you waste an ability or two, then you swap back. Whatever you can get off. Okay, so while we're setting up another game, if anyone from the last game has any questions, go ahead, ask them in the Twitch chat here. We'll be happy to answer them. Let's see. You already get guys from chat?
I've gone through and done all the bronze,
Okay.
and now I did silver 5 as well. I'm gonna do silver 4 now.
Okay. Don't worry, friend. We're very disappointed in your Scion ults that game, too. It just takes a while to
I
get
wasn't.
used to that first one where you hit the wall down and bottom. That was funny. It takes a while to learn how much control you have over that ult. This really isn't a whole lot.
Yeah. The Claude was saying he was starting to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He posted something on Twitter about that.
All right, one more here.
Okay, I went through and invited. Tender Bows. DFG Mundo.
No more singed.
Are you looking at the Twitch chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I just accidentally closed out of it.
I got a guy that's silver 3 that would like to play, but I said we'll wait for a minute or two, see if we get any bronze.
Yeah. I'd say at this point it's okay because we already have a silver 3 on the other team.
Okay.
Although we have a lot of silvers, 4s, and 5s over here. But that's fine. It's pretty even.
Yeah, I got another bronze guy that'll be coming.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We'll make sure we get in blacksmith for the next game. If we got time to do one. Let's see. Yeah, it's already 1.
Let's get it going.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see blue team stomp so we can get another game in. I'm waiting to see Sir Tesla bring out his new Jace.
I'm sorry. And was he the same one who did it before?
No, I accidentally gifted him a champion instead of a skin.
Oh.
So it was like we were talking, and one day he's like, when I was getting mystery skins, he's like, "Hey, can I have one?" I'm like, "That's sure, whatever." So I went to give him a mystery skin, and I accidentally gave him a mystery champion. So
Nice.
now he's got Jace.
That's awesome.
Just in time for him to come back into Flavor of the Month.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, finally into picks and bans. Yeah,
We should probably get into that.
yeah. Sorry, I was going through chat stuff. Um, Tristana Fizz Blitzcrank. Totally
No problems
respect.
there.
Yeah, I don't like that Blitzcrank is becoming a regular support again. I like the time where I didn't have to ban him and then no one would pick him.
Yeah. It's because he goes well with Tristana, and Tristana's not insta banned every game now.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes well with a few champions: Triss, Jinx, Lucian, even.
Oh, they're like still the old combos of like Graves and Ezreal are still always fun, just for like
Yeah,
maximum burst damage.
yeah. I love Graves. He's fun put to play.
So, what do you think about smart casting? We got a couple of stuff, questions, I guess, going on in chat about it.
Um, on the whole, I think it's really good. It makes you appear to have quicker reactions. I mean, it gives you quicker reactions without actually having them.
Mm-hmm.
The only issues with it would be if you're not familiar with the champion range,
Mm-hmm.
then the indicators can be helpful.
Yeah, you
And
can
if
always go like smart casting in with the range indicators turned
yeah,
on.
if when you go to the smart casting screen, when you press, I guess, escape, right,
Yeah.
and you go to options or something. Anyways, there's like the opportunity to smart cast, and then if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, there's a little checkbox that says display range indicators when smart casting, and that makes it slightly slower because rather than as soon as you push the button it casts, it actually casts as soon as you let go of the button.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a tiny bit slower, but it does give you the range if you're not familiar with if you don't have the range exactly memorized. So it's just,
Yeah.
but yeah, learning smart casting is important. I wouldn't do smart casting like the first time I ever played a champion,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe even at just the second time, it'd be fine to switch over because the first time you just see like, oh, this is how big his range is on these things, and the second time you just start learning what it feels like with smart casting.
Yeah. Like overall, I think smart casting is more of just like a preference.
Mhm.
I use SmartCast. I think it's better, but there's definitely times when just that
Rumble,
accuracy, or yeah, especially with Rumble and Victor, theirs
yeah,
are not made for SmartCast.
and you can set it so if you hold shift, it will display the range
Hmm.
on the things instead. There's different things you can do, but
Yeah, and I mean it's not
overall,
like
smart casting's better. Just you have to be familiar with the champions and how they work
mhm.
and their ranges.
Sir Tesla instantly locking in the Jace. All right,
Love
let's
it.
let's see it. Yeah, I think it's not like every single pro use SmartCast. A lot of the really high-ranking pros are going back to using just regular casting. So I mean,
I
it's
think
not like it's superior in every way.
I think they do display range indicators.
No, like I know like Froggen specifically does just the regular cast, and I know a lot of
Oh.
the Korean teams are going back. It's a trend over there to go back to using the regular cast.
And why is that? Do you know? Just
Mm,
accuracy?
accuracy, because I mean, like at that level, I mean, it's just one click more, and they're already clicking like
They have really high
freaking
APM.
madmen. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
And there's certain champions you want to use it on, like Ezreal. I would definitely suggest always smart casting.
Rise. As long as you
Rise.
use target champions only,
Yeah.
which is another important key to learn.
Yeah. We
See,
talked about that last time, and I still haven't switched over to it.
yeah,
I really need to.
yeah, I just bind
Is it?
my spacebar to it now.
What do you do for lock camera?
It's well, I have it on control spacebar because I have a mouse where I can put like control as one of the buttons.
Here's another question for you,
Hmm.
and I may have asked you this before. Do you do QWER or do you do What do you do with your fingers?
I put them on home row. I put ASW, like, it's, I don't know, like, I keep them on the home row until I need to use the QWER keys. Because that's just like where I'm used to having them anyways. It feels weird having them on QWER.
Okay. I'm thinking about switching over to QWE.
And then having your R on like another key.
Having R just move my just having my hand like QWER, but shifting over to the left one and using my pointer for E and R because I know a lot of people do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about trying it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely up to personal choice for most key bindings. There's no one optimal thing. Everyone has different hands and different preferences. It's just what, like, yeah, go into custom games, try some different stuff out with key bindings. See what feels right.
Yeah.
Because it took me like a long time to get my items set up because I have like item number 6 on the T key, and yeah, I switched shop and like it took forever to get like my key bindings the way I like them now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's nice. It's nice that Riot makes it so you can control that.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's do that. You want to do the plug, and then we can talk about the matchups.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So, guys, don't forget, we are doing this as part of the Trinity Force podcast. And if you want to learn more about them, head over to www.trinityforcepodcast.com. Over there, you can find out all the information that is going on with the T-Force network, including all their podcasts, like the Podcast Proper, the LCS Rundown, the Journey to 30, and the Oz LOL podcast. You can check out some of our sponsors there, which includes NatureBox, and are we still sponsored by Asus at this point? I'm not sure. We had the backpack for a while. But anyways, all that stuff is there. If you like doing BBC, great. You can find out all the information, times that we start for BBC, as well as all the other battle arenas in NA, Oceania, and EU. Is all there. We usually have some sort of battle arena going on just about every day, and we'll be getting a good streaming schedule out for the Twitch channel. We were talking about going more to like a 24/7 stream.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about some of these matchups here.
Yeah, so we have, let's start in the bottom and work our way up.
Sure.
Bottom, it looks like Jinx Karma versus Ezreal and Thresh.
Jinx Karma
Ezreal
wins that.
Ezreal can be a counter to Jinx.
Yes.
Can definitely be a counter to Jinx, but Karma kind of does to Ezreal what Ezreal does to Jinx.
Is Thresh too.
Yeah.
And like especially with Karma, you pick Karma for poke. You there's nothing else you can pick her for. That's like the definitive reason to pick Karma, and especially against a lane here. If you get out like a level 1 RQ, Mantra Q at the very start, it doesn't. It definitely puts the lane into your favor.
Yeah.
So like I like to do like I'll walk into the second brush and wait for them to come and get that early RQ off onto both of the champions. It's dangerous, but when that pays off, you basically set up your AD carry for an easy game where you can harass the enemy laners and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah. So exactly. Karma does to Ezreal what Ezreal wants to do to Jinx. Like Karma's looking for that Q to just poke and do a ton of damage with, and that's exactly what Ezreal wants to do to Jinx. It's going to come down to who wins the poke war, unless Thresh can get like an all-in, because Ezreal does a ton of damage early because this Q is on such a short cooldown that if they can get like if Thresh lands a hook level 2, they'll win that. And then if not, it's going to come down to who wins the poke war.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, because since Ezreal's able to get in and out of fights really easily, that makes Karma's tether really ineffective. Which, yeah. So, like I said earlier, like Karma's, especially in this one, is just poke. Once Thresh is able to get inside that zone, the lane goes over to them.
Yeah. So then the mid lane, we have LeBlanc versus Veigar.
Mm-hmm.
That's that's an interesting matchup. That seems like it feels like a skill matchup to me because Veigar has to land these abilities that are his stun and his W, his W and his E.
It's a skill matchup until Veigar gets until Veigar
AP.
or LeBlanc gets a lot of AP.
Yeah. And then like they can both just blow each other up.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna come down to, I think, can LeBlanc dodge his stuns?
Yeah.
And if she can win. And if she can't, if he lands a stun, WQR, she's gone.
Yeah, I would sort of like to see an early Zhonya's out of LeBlanc.
To dodge his ult.
Yeah, because I mean it does have a really slow missile speed.
Yeah.
And that's more effective than any other magic resist you can get.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're saying we may have to remake the game. Sir Tesla, I think, may have DC'd.
I think a couple people did.
Okay.
One on each team. St. John the Savage and Sir Tesla never connected.
Okay. Alright, we'll wait a few minutes here. If not, then yeah, we'll just remake.
So in the meantime, that jungle, we have Maokai versus Udyr. Maokai has more of a presence early,
Yeah.
and Udyr wants to split push, and Maokai wants to team fight. So it's going to come down to, can blue hold on or can purple hold on while Udyr split pushes, or
I don't think they'll be like, because they have a great setup for stopping split pushing with the Veigar wall and the Thresh.
yeah.
I mean, they don't have the wave clear there. Oh, they do, because they do have the Veigar. But I mean, yeah, Udyr and Aatrox both have TPs, and they're both really good split pushers.
Yeah. They could run a 1-3-1 or something.
Yeah. Because none of the other team took any TPs.
Yeah. So that should give them the advantage in lane.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to play it right.
It'll give them the advantage later on, not necessarily in lane.
I mean, it'll give the igniters.
Oh yeah, 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 and
play
they have to press their advantage early. So Maokai needs to focus less on the jungle, more about getting his lanes ahead, especially I think mid lane.
Yeah.
Because if LeBlanc is able to 100-0 target, and Veigar is not able to stack his Q and get that extra AP, that makes their split pushing really ineffective, because then blue team can just easily mow down the 3 people that are trying to defend the turret.
That's a hard matchup for LeBlanc. I think Veigar should have this, actually. The more I think about it, the more I feel like Veigar's just going to blow her up.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have her silence anymore.
Nope.
So what can she, like, even if she jumps in on him, unless she's able to poke him down a bit before and then 100-0 him immediately, he can just, I feel like he can just trade with her, and then when she comes in, just ult her.
Yeah.
You're right, she has to get that Zhonya's.
It's more about baiting out the ulti from Veigar instead of going in. Because, like, when you go in, there's no travel time for that.
Right.
Basically. Okay. So they decided to remake. So we'll be getting out of this one and going through the whole process again.
All right.
Oh, shit. Tesla just got back. But everyone already left. So I'll get another one set up here and we'll get going pretty soon.
All right.
Name and everything is still the same, guys, so feel free to join. I'll be inviting people.
Okay.
I'll try to get Blacksmith on this. Oh, he's in game. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we'll be doing different teams, I guess,
Okay.
which is
I
fine.
found that. Yep. Need 2 more.
No mercy from Frown Power. Mm. I guess I can do this while we're waiting. Alright, one more.
You can do it.
I feel like we had more bronze in the last lobby.
Yeah. They're all gone.
Let's see. The regen on it does look pretty nice, though. I'm just scared, like, what Garen's gonna look like.
Yes.
Especially with the recent changes, which are already freaking ridiculous. Come on, one more. What happened?
I do not know.
Oh, furry Ewok. Wasn't he in there?
I thought so.
Oh. I'll screw you, Frown Power. I said that before he typed it in.
They hear it later.
Yeah.
Noobs. Noobs. Just kidding. All right, we're gonna go.
Yep, who's got it?
Iron Elo.
Let's go, Iron. Alright. I'm gonna give this a second. I'll be right back.
All right, so we are into the second game of Bronze Boot Camp, and we had to restart for a second there, but we're back on. Different bands coming out this time. We have Morgana, Fizz, and Jace. The Jace is a targeted ban, but haters gonna hate. Somebody picked it last time. Get rid of it. The other side we got Tristana and Blitzcrank, and I can't remember the third thing he banned last time, but it wasn't Zed. But there it is: Tristana, Blitzcrank, and Zed. As usual, we're seeing a lot of assassins banned, and then a couple that people are considering OP. So on the blue team, a couple jungle options have been thrown up: Kha'Zix, Nocturne, and Fiddlesticks. Even a Riven in honor of Shook. No, I don't know if that's a Riven top or a Riven jungle. Probably throwing out the jungle picks to throw them off, but who knows? On the other side, I guess it could be a Riven mid as well.
Mm-hmm.
Riven's now played mid, top, and even jungle, so
Yeah, I mean, it totally depends.
could go anywhere. It's good to pick flex picks first.
Mm-hmm.
Then we see on the other side maybe Twitch Karma. Last time I believe we had what was it? Jinx Karma.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they end up doing this time.
I like the Jinx Karma better than a Twitch Karma.
Yeah.
Or hey, a quirky
That,
karma. Oh, that's still good.
yep. Quirky and Caitlyn are better picks with Karma, I think, because of the poke.
Mm-hmm.
Lucian can poke pretty well.
Yep.
No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Lucian because
He's just rotating through like every 80 carry he's
even
got.
after it locked in, it
Mm-hmm.
seemed like no. Caitlyn Karma's good. Lots of poke there. Lots of push potential as well.
Yep. It's dangerous locking in Karma this early. I'd always reserve her for like a counter pick as a support. Because it can be so easy to shut her down.
Yeah, what do you do to shut down a Karma?
All in.
All in
All
like
in. All
Leona,
Leona,
Graves,
yeah. Supports
something like
like
that.
that. Because you don't have any way to really counter engage or escape or sustain.
She doesn't have a heal?
Well, she has a self heal with her mantra,
Oh.
but you have to get it. It's a self heal with her chain.
Okay. She used to have a heal, I think.
She used to with like the old kit that's
Oh.
like a year ago, I think, at this point.
Well, I never see Karma played, so. That was the old joke. Like, Karma was OP because no one knew how to play her.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I didn't know there's a new champion.
Yeah. Yeah, no one expects how much damage her Qs can do.
Yeah, especially ulted Q if you get the second part.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, even as support, you get like a Morella Namicon, and you can chunk in 80 carry down to half health late game.
Yeah. So, right now, I like the Amumu because they're coming into a poke comp. And then there's. Yes. But the Amumu made sense with a poke comp because you want that person who can engage or disengage really well.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It works really well against people like Ribbon and
Yep. Diana.
Diana. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other team has sort of an all-in comp. Like, what's
Mhm.
up? So, we'll see how this goes. I don't know how Yasuo's abilities would affect, his wind wall would affect Azir.
It shouldn't stop him.
It shouldn't stop anything, should it?
No. It'll stop like Diana's and I don't even think does it stop her Zenith Blade? I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
I was told it does. It doesn't mean that that's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would. Might see an Urgot.
I love Urgot. Do it, do it, do it.
Top lane Urgot against
Oh, York's pretty cool too, but
York's an asshole.
haters gonna hate.
Everyone knows he has the just most bullshit laning.
Do you know who York's favorite champion is?
Who?
I don't know, but he really digs Graves.
God, shut up. Damn it.
So good.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. I died the first time I heard that.
Okay, so it ends up going Shen. He's I like Shen in the top lane. I'm surprised he doesn't get picked more. Like, I know we're kind of already out of the top tank meta.
I agree. I love Shen as a top laner. Especially in solo queue, people don't expect the ult.
Yeah.
And you can counteract and dive really hard.
Not even your own team expects the ult. Oh, okay, what?
This is
I guess St.
overpowered.
John quit.
He did that last game too. Let's get
Yeah, we can get someone else. Let's see. Blacksmith was wanting to join. He's still in his game.
I got somebody.
Okay. Let's start her up again.
Third time's the charm.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna watch Worlds?
I I don't know, honestly. Like, I've gotten to the point where I'm not too interested in it. Like, I'll
Yeah.
watch it to watch, but I still gonna be like, it'll be like last year finals, I think.
Yeah, it'll be. I mean, it's World Club again. It is a very different team, but I'm really. This is what's I'm hyped about. Um, the AD matchups.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool to me. If you notice, this is kind of interesting. If you look at the lineups, besides AD and mid laner, all the players kind of look alike. Like top looks like the two top laners look alike, the two junglers look alike, and the two supports kind of look alike.
Are you saying that all Asian people look alike?
No, because the mid laners don't look alike and the AD carries don't look alike. But
All right.
you should look at them. It's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But Imp versus uh, UZI is so interesting.
Yeah, they're both really good.
I can't. People keep saying. I keep hearing people say that Imp is better than UZI. I don't think that's definite.
No, I mean it's hard to tell, especially Samsung's obviously the better team here, so it's a lot
Right.
easier to make the call that Imp is better.
Right, but he has Mata as a support.
Mm-hmm.
So like, that's gotta mean something. Anyways, we should probably talk about some picks bands and.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
Oh, beautiful coffee. Banning out Riven this game.
I know they left Jace open this time though.
Yep. So Tsunamic's gonna be picking that one up for himself, I think. Yep. We'll see if he learned anything from the last game.
Yeah, probably didn't have time to go back and watch, but maybe did you write that
Yeah,
out?
he was asking the questions after that
Okay,
game.
good. Let's see if he's able to do it this time.
Yeah. I guess. Especially.
Zed
Yeah.
Jace, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. Jace. As long as he's playing smart, Jace. And
Yeah,
this
it's
might
interesting.
be even a matchup where you want to max your W first. It'll depend on how aggressive the Zed is.
Yeah.
But getting those just the 1, 2, 3 auto attacks down definitely hurts. Is more effective, I guess, than landing your your EQ.
Yeah. That's gonna be a fun matchup to watch. I think it's pretty explosive.
Yeah, definitely. Don't even need a
That's
Ziggs
fun.
there.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay,
bottom lane looks like it's gonna be Corki and Thresh.
aggro versus poke. Okay, so Rumble has no way of stopping the Shintelly.
Nope. You can just
Uh-uh.
beat the crap out of him in lane.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rumble's really strong at level 4 and the level 6.
mhm.
So those are probably the times you want to be looking to make an advantage.
Yeah, I mean, like, Shen really is just an herbivore champ. He should be, as long as you're using your Q not the last hit, he should be able to out-sustain Rumble. Especially
Yeah.
if he gets, like, his, why do I always forget this item? You know, Spirit Visage.
Oh, yeah.
Especially against a champion that focuses on damage over time. That makes the Spirit Visage even stronger.
Yeah. He's not like a champ, which is really nice for Singed.
Mm-hmm. So is this the same jungle matchup we had last time? No, we had Maokai.
Warwick.
Maokai versus
Oh,
Udyr.
last. Okay, yeah, yeah. You're right. But it's the same idea, really.
Yeah.
Except Maokai you can gank earlier. With a Mumu, you want to wait until you're 6. I mean, you can
You can
gank
go
if you
at
see a really
3.
good opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. When I'm a Mumu, I don't gank unless pre 6 unless I get a really good opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Udyr's probably gonna want to counter jungle a lot on a
Yes.
Mumu.
Yeah, this would be a good time to do like a level 1. Maybe an invade or just, steal his first blue buff.
Yeah.
But it's just like something you have to expect when you're playing a Mumu.
Yep. Definitely try and spread out. Like we talk about this pretty much at least every week.
Yeah.
Spread out for vision if you're not invading. Um, Line up along the river or whatever.
Yep, there's a lot of river entrances, and I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't be trying to spread out among them if you're going
Yeah.
for a defensive start.
Yeah, you need to get that information, see where they're coming in, and then you can get some wards down and react accordingly. So if a Mumu can get in an ult on like multiple targets, and then Rumble can follow with his ult, um, that would be huge. It would give Kate a lot of zone control to sit back and just hammer away,
Mm-hmm.
while Zed can take out Corki or Jace. And then really, Blue is a poke and splitting team, which is they have poke with Jace and Corki, and they have splitting potential with Udyr and Shen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how well those two things combine. Um, I guess the wave clear is nice.
Yeah, they'll be able to shove the crap out of waves on blue
Mhm.
team.
And just protect the turrets while the others push.
Of course,
If they
purple
need
team
to.
can do the same thing with Caitlyn and
Yeah, they have some poke.
yeah.
I think I like purple team's comp quite a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how it plays out. But I'm my money's on purple team.
I can see that. I think it's all going to come down to the way Udyr plays his jungle.
Yeah, unless the lanes are like really one sided. I mean, sometimes we get
True.
these really one sided games.
Yeah.
But
If the lanes are even or even a little bit in purple's favor, it's all going to come down to how Udyr plays his jungle. If he's able to deny a Mumu a lot.
yeah. The both top laners got teleport. So if when Shin has teleport, that means he can ult and then teleport. I mean, he can do both.
Mhm.
Like, so he can get around the map really easily, and um, it's good to take a teleport against Shin, so that you can join a fight like he does. But if he wins the fight, he can go back top and shove
Mm-hmm.
really quickly if that's what he wants to do, or he can go somewhere else. But that Shin with a teleport and an ult is very very mobile. Both mid laners taking ignite. Every matchup is um has the same summoners here.
Yep.
Even Udyr went for flash over ghost, so
Yeah.
which is I don't know. That's fine. I think ghost is normally more preferred, but
Mm-hmm. Just because of the shorter cooldown and making ganks a little bit easier.
you can just stay on people. Or flash, you can
Mhm.
flash stun or whatever, but you can't stay on them as easily. When Udyr fights, he's like a Darius. It's all about just staying on the person. Got some stuff going on.
That times we had to restart definitely hurt.
Yeah.
Didn't
If you
help.
need to go, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll just the stream will just keep going, I guess.
Okay. So we have let's see what items, if they're getting normal items this time. Jay's still going for the short sword. Or long sword. Let's call it short because it's so weak. Just seems like a short sword.
Yeah, I don't know why it's called a long sword.
But because even the weak is strong in League of Legends. I'm rearranging all my stuff.
I already did.
Ah,
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
there we go.
Okay.
Zed
Okay.
and Jace going for the same build here.
Okay, so blue team's definitely going for an invade. They already saw them though, so I mean this gives purple team a chance to react if they want.
Sending two
30 seconds until minions spawn.
could be kind of dangerous because they don't have vision of who all's there.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like there was any reason. Who else was? Oh, that was. Never mind. That was Corky that they had up there.
Yeah, so it looks like there's not going to be invades unless blue may be planning a late invade here,
Minions have spawned.
which could be. Yeah, they're doing a late invade. I like the late invades, and Jace has Shin has teleport, so he can get up top. Really, no problem. I'm a big fan of late invades.
Did they see them coming in here?
They haven't yet. Well, now they have vision on Thresh, but only Thresh, so
Okay.
they think that they are safe.
Yeah, that was good of them to realize that they weren't doing the red buff invade wasn't the best.
Yeah. Udyr, save your
Teleporting
smite.
down with yeah. Oh, he misses the taunt.
Yeah, that was a very risky teleport.
Oh, Udyr now just gonna go down.
I mean,
Huh?
he could barely lives.
Yeah, last tick gets out. Did he get the blue buff?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He almost didn't because he didn't kill it with smite. Always finish your stuff with smite if there's any chance of it being contested.
I would have,
So-
I think, rather just seen them get that first kill, get the blue buff, and then get out.
Yes, I would have as well.
Because they're just wasting so much on just trying to get extra kills, which in the long run don't really matter that
Yeah,
much early.
I
especially
played
early.
I played a game the other day and I was Annie mid lane, and the other team, the Morgana got 3 kills before she got to lane, but I was level 3 and she was level 1, and I just destroyed her. So it's not always, kills aren't always worth it. CS and especially in the early game, experience is more important than gold.
Yeah.
That was close. Corky
here-
almost going down there.
Never
Yep.
falter.
Oh wait, am I behind?
I'm at 340 right, 345 right now.
Okay. Mine's like, it's showing what's being played right now for some reason. I don't know. It's showing that I could move forward, but I can't. Okay, I'm at the right spot.
Yeah, as Shen, if you can, you want to avoid honestly using your Q to last hit, because it'll give you more sustain when you're auto attacking the minion that you have the Q proc on.
Yeah, it does give you a bit more sustain if you do that, but it pushes the lane. So it's that trade-off. You got to choose which one you want to do.
Which, I mean, it isn't going to be a huge deal. Rumble's going to be shoving the lane a lot harder than...
Right. Ooh, barely flaying Karma out of a
Yep.
phosphorus bomb.
So Udyr's spending a lot of time in the enemy jungle, which is fine. Yeah. Did Umumu get his red? Yeah, he's got his red at least. And Udyr still has his up.
Yeah, that's pretty strange. And they got vision of him just not wearing his blue, so I mean they could try and take advantage there, but it doesn't look like they're going to make a move for that.
Fiery spirit of the Ural Inferno!
Hey, Rumble, you don't want to be fighting in the middle of that.
Yeah, there's so many minions. If you auto-attack Shin, or even if you just stay a bit too long, when your minions die, you're gonna take so much damage.
Yeah, like if Shen would have landed his Shadow Dash taunt there,
Yeah.
he probably would have died. Oh man, that was really close.
There's pings going down. You need to communicate early. Just let Amumu just let them know. Don't whenever you're jungling, expect that your laners can't see you. And so you need to say like, hey, I'm coming, and then they can look at the minimap and catch that. Oh, nice grab there. Looks like Karma getting having to flash and still going down. So Corki doing exactly what you said he needs to do to counter this lane, going all in with the thresh hook and the flag. Very well played there by the blue side bot lane. Corki now up NCS, and Jace pretty much the same. So, jungler's even in farm right now, but mid lane and bot on the blue side quite far ahead. Even top is actually pretty far ahead now, so all the blue side lanes are winning, and they're up 3 kills. Let's see how Jace does with this tier stacking. He got the tier pretty early, but he's not really. He has full mana. He's not using his abilities.
Yep, as soon as you get that tier, I mean, going back to lane, use crap as much as you can.
Yeah, and you use almost no mana in your melee form, right?
No, you still use plenty. It's the W that costs the least amount of mana. I think it's like 40 mana. Or something like that. But yeah, your Q and stuff still cost the same amount of mana.
Oh, do you have mana regen or something in your melee form?
No,
On
it's
one of your abilities? No?
No.
Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Shin going very aggressive without ward coverage and while he's really low. Yes, as Shen at this point, Rumble could kill you if he ulted. I mean, you need to go back, heal, and teleport back in. I mean, I guess he's healing a lot with potions at this point, but
I would have liked to see Thresh wait just like a second later, for Udyr to come in for that initial gank.
yeah.
Oh wait, your W does give you passive mana back on hit in melee form as Jace.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
Oh.
he can sustain mana quite well. Wow. Shielding the minion there on accident.
Yep.
Don't die, Corki. No, blue side's really able to take advantage in the spotlight too, so we might... A 3k goal advantage already at 8 minutes. 8.5 minutes. Blue putting a couple wards around Dragon, so maybe Udyr's gonna go for that. I think he'll be able to finish his lantern, or at least close to it.
Hyper Flame Spitter!
I guess he's not quite able to. Grabbing boots instead. That's good as a jungler. Mobility is so important.
Phoenix Fire!
Rumble's still holding on to that ult. He's got Shin down 220 HP, or 320 HP. And he goes back. I mean, go for the kill.
Yep.
your ult isn't like, it's a long cooldown, but it's not terrible. And if you're gonna go back anyways,
Yeah. Okay. So unfortunately, because we oh shoot, oh gosh. Great job on Thresh, just able to capitalize their lead. You have to keep going aggressive at this point.
Yeah.
But they should be looking to grab this tower and then to dragon or other lanes. Because it's not going to be doing it too much good to stay down here and keep, just completely destroying the other lane.
yeah, you want to start getting objectives with this advantage that you've created.
Yep. Okay. So, unfortunately, we started kind of late for this one with all the resets. So I'm going to have to hand the rest of this over to Seagrove. But for me, thanks for coming this week, guys. We'll be back next week with some more.
All right. Good luck.
Yep, see ya.
See ya. All right, so in the bot lane we have Kate just taking a lot of poke now that Corki has his ultimate, but he is out of mana, so they're probably not going to have too much kill potential there unless Thresh can land a great hook, which he does, and that's it. Unless Thresh can land that hook, which he did. So bot is now hugely fed. All 7 kills Corki has participated in. He's going to be getting his Trinity Force very quickly and just taking over this game. If you notice in the mid lane, Jace also has 2 kills, so in the top lane, Shin has an assist and he's up 5 CS, so every lane winning. Even the jungler, even though he's down a little bit in farm, he's gotten bigger farm by stealing the buff and getting 2 assists and not having any deaths. So Blue's winning this here. Although if any lane, I think Rumble does have the potential to make something happen with his ultimate, but he's been a little bit trigger shy here. Thresh landing hook after hook after hook. This is Blue's lane. When they're pushed up like that, if a Mumu can come in behind, by either going behind Dragon or even just running through lane, you can make something happen a lot. Again, Thresh just landing all these hooks. Yes, as Karma, you can be getting a little bit frustrated because your AD carry keeps getting hooked, but she has no vision on him. She needs to be able to see, so you can put a ward in that bush that's close to your tower, and then maybe you can see him coming in. Amumu is coming in here, but he's going to see that pink ward and clear it out. And the vision on a ward stays for a little bit after you kill it, so they would have seen Amumu staying there. If he had walked away, maybe they would think he would leave and then come back. Because the ward vision lingers for just a bit after it's destroyed. Blue making the right decision and going back in their bot lane. The Corki coming back with a Phage and Sheen, so that's good for him to rush the Trinity Force. And Purple's doing well to clear out the wards, but they need to push this hard and go back themselves. Caitlyn really needs to get back, or she's just going to get blown up as soon as they get in the lane. So Karma could even help push this, but try and let Kate have the CS. Now Kate, you need to go back here, because if not, they're going to just come in here, catch you out, and then kill you. But they're actually getting a minion there, so go back, Caitlyn. You should have, as soon as they leave, push the lane and go back. If Karma wants to stay and clear wards, because she knows they're back, that's fine, but second round of, or I guess this is the third round of buffs now. Nice gank in the top lane. Udyr taking down, or helping Shin take down Rumble. That's pretty much solidified the top lane dominance as well now. So every lane just not having an issue. Zed did get a kill though for mid. Wow, Corki should be able to finish Caitlyn off and then they'll get tower. Oh no, the minion line's gonna block it. Well played to get out there. At that point, you just need to concede the turret. Just say, okay, we're gonna lose this. Back, at least we're not gonna both die and lose it, and back off. Now, as blue team, you've gotten that. Udyr should be coming to, instead of being there smiting wolves, he should be coming to help them dragon. Because they know that the bot lane is back. Thresh has the right idea, but he needs to be more aggressive with his pings to let his team know what needs to happen. And yeah, Udyr's back instead of helping. Udyr really needed to be there. You can't jungle. You can't take a dragon. And this is completely uncontested without your jungler. So it was the right decision to go to dragon, but Shen, I know Thresh was going down, but Corki was low. Ult Corki, he's by far the most important person on your team. He's already really fed. This is really disorganized. It's kind of like some people going in. You're not moving as a unit. Like I said earlier, try and make the dragon call where everyone comes together. Udyr, go ahead, as soon as you see that happening bot, that they're going to get the tower and want a dragon, go back and heal and then meet them at dragon. And don't smite the little wolf. But now it looks like they are going to be able to pick this up. Yeah, so blue team picking up dragon here. Now they are 6k or 6.5k ahead. So I mean, this is again another pretty one-sided match. Yeah, this is definitely blue's game. I mean, purple can. It's not like purple can't win it, but it's gonna be. It's an uphill battle. Okay, so Jace is already upgraded to our Man Immune, which allows him to stack on his auto attacks as well. But he also has blue buff, so he can use that to spam abilities and get, and get stacks there. Amumu trying to get this, but really dangerous. Jace, I think, picked that up. No, Amumu got it, but that was a okay ult by Rumble. Start it further back so to chase they have to go longer onto it. But I think Shen is going to get this. Oh, he stops. Attack move. Attack move. Don't right click on Mumu. You need to press A left click to enter a bush like that.
Blue team double kill.
And then bot lane, Corki Thresh still just doing so much work. A 7.5k gold difference now. They're gonna check blue and not see anything. Hopefully they'll look in that bush. No, so they're not. Oh, yeah. So look at that pink as well. Yeah, now that you're pushing into that turret, you either have to ward up quite a bit. Like those are good wards. You have to ward up quite a bit to continue to push your lane, or you need to switch and go maybe shove mid as a group since you're this far ahead. When you're this far ahead and you have a Corki like this who's that far ahead, if you can heal and push as a group, you can take like mid lane and stuff already. You can already start working towards the mid inhibitor and etc. Yeah, a lot of chase coming here. I guess there are 4 of them. Maybe they'll group off of this. Rumble. Oh, that ultimate. Make sure. I don't know if you have smart casting on, but if you're Rumble, you need to not have smart casting on because it makes it very, very, very difficult to use. Just on your ult, you shouldn't have smart casting. It makes it very difficult to use your ult. But you want to predict where they're going to be running and what can best zone them before you do that. Zed is doing really well for himself despite the other issues. He says, "Get out of my way." So, a little trash talk coming in. But yeah, I would really like to see, just have Shen top. He can ult in, his ult's up, and have everyone else group maybe push bottom a little bit, and then everyone else group mid. Like, Udir's got bottom pushing out a little bit. That's fine. Now everyone on blue should go mid except for Shen, who should try and split. Yeah, Udir's gonna get this now. Oh, I guess not. Caitlyn barely makes it out there. It's still about 6,500, so we'll have to wait for a play to be made and see who comes out on top. Dragging up at another minute and 45 seconds. So blue team really is so far ahead. They need to make stuff happen. Yeah, in the late game, neither team like is going to be huge, like just absolutely dominant late, but it'll give if they let it go too long. Purple's going to start catching up because the more gold you get, the less difference there is. That was really interesting. Zed was able to jump while he was hooked. It's going to be a dead Zed. Okay, so now, got top lane. Shove mid. The two of them should be able to get mid. We'll see what happens. Okay, all outer turrets are down. I'm speaking a lot for blue. Probably because I want this game to be over, just because I'm doing this by myself now. But I want to see blue. They have all the outer turrets down. I want to see them group, get dragon, and then shove mid as a team. They have the advantage that they can do that. Thresh says, please don't judge me if you're watching this. Thresh had some of them. Yeah, he's missed some hooks recently, but he had some amazing hooks early. Okay, both teams are pinging out on dragon, so this is good for blue team. If they can get there, they can do a they can have a fight, and that's what they want. They really, because there's no reason that, well, there's no reason that red should win a team fight, but Corki kind of got cut out alone here. But so many shields coming out for him. Even with all the focus he had on him, he lived for most of that fight. Yeah, so blue team is going to be able to clean this up for the most part. 2 for 3 in the end, but they don't have Udyr, but they should still be able to dragon because they know Zed was solo. He's going to be back, and Karma's not really. They see Karma mid, so. But even if she were there, she would have a hard time stealing it. Corki said, man, you guys stop ulting me. The thing is, Corki came in by his side, so he had no protection. He needed to come the same path as his team. Shen, when you see that the slow go down onto Karma, you don't need to flash anymore. You're going to be able to catch up because that's a 99% slow. And there goes Zed. Yeah, and this is, now they're up 9,000, so this is even more of a lead here. They do, I mean, okay, I think that ult was unnecessary, but I mean, Purple, it's not like Purple has no chance here, but I mean, like we said at the beginning of the game, Rumble is very has a very good combo with a Moo. If they can lay that down, they can win a team fight. But so we have it's gotten down to 8,000 at this point, but still a huge lead for blue side. I really like last game or the first game. It was very one team got ahead and just stayed ahead, and they push their advantage. And I mean, this team's staying ahead, but they're not pushing the advantage in the same way. They're not grouping as well and forcing objectives.
Galactic hyper barrier. Super galaxy.
Yeah, Rumble's really having trouble with that ult. I wonder if he is smart casting. But if you're not, take it off smart casting and start click and then drag the way you want to go, and then you can release it. Oh, Shin tries to take the bolt for Thresh, but unable to. Amumu pulled under tower, but he's tanky enough that he's fine. He's got a lot of HP. Amumu actually going for an AP build rather than a tank, which has its place. It can do so much damage. It's quite surprising, but
Team's turret has been destroyed.
good on Red to take a turret there, bring it back to around 6.5, which is what it was before that fight earlier. Amumu gonna take out Thresh again, using his ult not in conjunction with Rumble's. It would be really nice if they could ult together. Caitlyn trying to kite back. Good kiting there by Caitlyn, but she needs to stay and keep doing damage. She could have killed Jace. She does get the Jace kill. She ran a little bit further than she needed to, but she had a really good kite up until that point. I'm not sure the flash is worth it here, as you're probably not going to get away anyways. But you may be able to get it execute. Oh wow. I thought she did not get hit, but it looks like she did, so. Or maybe it was still. Maybe she got hit earlier, I didn't notice. Anyways, we have Baron is now becoming an option for the blue team. Udyr is on his Feral Flare. He's got maybe 4 stacks, I think, on his Feral Flare. So he's going to be able to put a lot of damage onto that. Especially Corki obviously is too. So we'll see what they do start doing. Udyr taking blue away, but he doesn't have any vision, so he's in danger of that. But he does get it as Mumu doesn't smite. I don't know if Mumu didn't have smite or he just didn't use it, but okay. So Corki's split pushing top. Again, I would love to see that be Shen because he can ult into the fight. Nice hook there by Thresh, but he doesn't really have the team to follow it up. I guess Jace is coming in. Nice ult by Rumble. That was a good Rumble ult. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but got it down on on 3 people and stayed on 2 of them for a decent amount of time. So Corki just gonna come in and clean this up now. He's got so much damage. Well, that was a weird noise. Okay, so only Karma alive. They're gonna be able to push and get this turret, and then maybe, no, probably just the turret. Oh, if they get this Karma kill, okay, they might be able to get the inhib as well. No, just the turret. Too many minions going down. 20 seconds still dragon, so I hope they make their way to dragon, ward up along the way to give themselves vision, maybe clear out this pink ward if they see it. Yes. Nope. So we'll see, but they should be able to do dragon really quickly. Corki and Udyr alone can just destroy this thing so fast. Excuse me. Yeah, just look at that going down.